Well, Sean, one thing that's been evident in your team since you became manager is spirit, and for the second match on the trot showed that in abundance to grab a late leveller.
Yeah, very pleased how that's growing. Important part of the culture and environment that we wanted to set and the way that we go about it. I mentioned it as soon as I came in, and it was not questioning previous regimes, none of that. It's just my way of working. And I've been very pleased. The players, I've spoken about their adaptation, but now it's not just adapting to it, it's them taking it on. They're taking that ownership of it, which is really important. You know, as manager and coaches, I always say to the players, we can only guide you. It's you that grip it and you that make it happen. And tonight was in abundance, I thought, and whether that result would have gone our way or not, nice point in the end, but I would have been so proud of that performance.
I mean, you say in abundance as well, that the players, how they gripped it, there could have been excuse for thinking it wasn't to be their night, a sending off when we were in the ascendancy, a penalty, but yet they can still come back. And truth be told, even before Lucas Moura was sent off, we were still creating chances. Yeah,
I was really pleased with that, because you can lose your way, and we did for a few minutes. That can happen, and then they get a penalty and you're wondering. But I think the way we're going about it is excellent, you know, and I think our reaction to that was superb. You know, that there's a thing about football, I spoke to him about it, you know, you play for every breath of the game because you never know what's going to happen, and when your intent is to make things happen like it was tonight, then don't be surprised when they do, you know, when things do happen. And I thought there was a lot of that, a lot of good play as well. We asked a lot of questions of a good side, don't forget. There's still a lot of noise there, but still a good side. They are where they are in the league for a reason. And I thought our mentality is growing all the time, and the fans have been terrific. You know, that's an important part. Only Arsenal have got to give us a chance to breathe, give us a chance to see what we can do. But they're now building it. You know, the players are sort of laid something down with the first win against Arsenal, but the fans have been terrific home and away. They're staying with us no matter what's happening in a game. They're staying with us, and they get rewarded tonight by a team giving everything and a group of fans giving everything.
I think when you came in, you knew what Evertonians expect, what they want. Do you feel that connection, the fact they've seen in your team, players giving everything, a clear plan, players knowing their roles and giving everything for sweat on the shirt, as you say?
Look, it's not that I'm questioning anything else about anyone else here. I just felt that maybe some of the fibre that makes this club, and I've known it for a long time, you know, maybe it just diluted a bit, that was all. And, you know, some of the earthiness of a performance and the connection with fans, a group of people giving everything, it will never go out of fashion, that. It should never go out of fashion. It certainly won't go out of fashion with me. But I think it's a base, I call it, to work from. We know we can still play better, but there was good pockets tonight. But we know we can play, and we know we've got some good players and technical players and players with quality. But what about when it's not quite your day? What about the quiet days? What about when how do you find wins? How do you find points then? And that's what we're trying to build, that mentality that even if it's an off day for us, we can still get something from a game. Because then when you're having your on day, we know we've got talent, we know we've got a good side that can win games.
And was that team spirit typified by Michael Keane? He gave the penalty away, but to come back, and I mean, what a strike.
I don't think it's just that. I think there's a lot of players. I mean, the subs coming on affected, and the whole group, the squad mentality. You know, I take great value in the subs. I get great value. Pato's missing out at the minute, but he's training properly. He's going about it properly. You know, and his time will come. You know, there's a key to a culture. It's got to have something to it. It's got to be an authenticity to it. That's why we're building it, authenticity, and that's an important factor for me in the teams that I work with, and the players that I work with, because I know we've got quality. But what about them days? What about the quiet days? What about the hard yards? What about the details of a game? Can you deliver them? And we're delivering that, and that's given us a good base to work from.
I think teammates of Michael know he can hit a ball, and fans who watch our training edits know he can as well. Obviously, you're a manager who's worked with him for quite a few years as well. I mean, he really can strike.
Well, he's had an eye for goal ever since I've known him, and you know, we always thought he was a threat, and he showed it again tonight. And Taki as well, with his aerial ability at set pieces, an important factor in the game. I mean, I don't know, see him do them kinds of strikes, it must be said, but he's a good finish, you know, in training, you know, and it was one of them funny things inside your gut when I'm thinking, when he went to tell him, I'm thinking, I'm putting you up front, and then he goes and whacks one in, and then I thought, all right, we'll leave you where you are for now. You know, the ebbs and flows of a game. But by the end of the game, I mean, look, we take a point, you know, because it could have gone the other way with what was going on in the game, but you end up actually thinking, the whole stadium, I thought, we're going to find one here to win it. So that's another thing. It's building that inner belief in everyone. And I thought that was a big part of our performance again tonight.
And your team continues to create chances, which is a clear improvement since you became manager. But defensively as well, you mentioned James, Dwight, the shift yet again that you put in tonight. Is that real important backbone for your team?
Well, you know, these are unsung heroes at times, you know what I mean? But Dwight's working so hard for the team. I mean, he's defending. Alex was excellent tonight, you know, and his work ethic and how he's going about it. They're things that we notice as managers. You know, fans notice as well. But they're the key things, and your teammates notice that. You know, I thought the two in midfield tonight, Amma and Gano, they worked so hard. You got to remember they're going through Ramadan now, so I had to protect them. You know, get them off, try and protect them. Seamus protecting him, you know, and but the other players accepting it. They're accepting it. Yeah, okay, I'm coming off, no problem. Let's get on with it. You know, and that's an important factor. You know, because it's respect, and it's respect for your players around you as well, and that's a growing thing here. You know, the respect as a unit, the respect as a group. You know, these are things that I hold dear to me. You know, and the key core values of a group, and I think the fans are seeing that with how we're going about it.
And just obviously one sour note is Abdoulaye sending off, but do you see that as a chance now for the likes of James, the likes of Tom to step up?
Yeah, of course. And look, we didn't want to lose him. He's been doing very well. We didn't want to lose him. He knows you can't raise your hands in football. Unfortunately, he did. But he's been exceptional since I got here, so I'm not going to over-question him. It's a shame for him, a shame for us. But as you said, it's another chance for someone else to come in.
And it's such a congested Premier League table. We're up to 15th, but more than the point, is it just that spirit again, that how the team have come back, that you want to really take away that going into another tough game at Manchester United?
Well, I said it since I've been here. You'll take a lucky one, but you need things that you can build on. Only my assistant, he always has a saying that there's got to be a future in what you do. There's a future in what we're doing. We've got to keep doing it. We've got to find that consistency, still find the details, but there's definitely a future in these performances, and that's an important factor going forwards.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you.